everybody, and welcome to vlog number 1 of the C project. If you have not watched my first vlog, vlog 0, I suggest you do it before you're watching this video, because today I will be talking about some things that are mostly relevant to the first vlog that I made. And if you haven't seen it, please do that first, okay, so that you understand what I'm talking about here. To the people that have seen vlog number 0, you might be surprised to find me on my couch in my own house, because I had told you that I would be taken into the hospital today, actually. And I am surprised as well to find myself back at home again. And I will just tell you why today. And I will just tell you what has been going on with me today and how I've been feeling, and just, you know, some thoughts about, yeah, what is going on. Because it's quite a lot, and it's only getting worse, actually. So yeah, let's start with, why am I here? Why am I not in the hospital like I told you guys? It's not because I'm too chicken or too scared or anything. The reason that I am at home is because I came at the hospital and I thought I have to stay here. So I went to the people that are supposed to arrange your stay there. And then I was called by the assistant that apparently I am not supposed to stay there. I had to see the doctor, and they would tell me more. So at 9 a.m. I went to see my first doctor, who is also going to help me through this whole process of the C illness, the cancer. So, yeah, let's start with that. So we went there, and actually we spoke about the chemotherapy and what is going to happen with that. And yeah, she told me, for example, that there will be a few side effects that might occur, things as kidney failure and bone marrow thingies. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, excuse me if I do not pronounce it correctly. My white blood cells, something with that, and so they needed information of my family members just in case that is needed. And they also told me that one thing is for certain, and that means that my hair will no longer be there. In a few chemos, in a few weeks, this will be gone. And then I will be a baldy. And the funny thing is that they thought that would be the worst thing for me. The fact that I would become bald for a while, of course, because it will grow back. So they started talking about wigs and whatnot. And I was like, I don't really care. I actually, in fact, it might be really stupid of me, but actually I think it's kind of cool. It might be some, you know, to me, I would make fun of myself for being bald. I would do funny things with my bald head. I would like go paint on it or something, or, you know, I wouldn't even hide it. I would just go out on the street being all bald. Hi, I'm bald. Look at me. look at my shiny scalp here. So yeah, actually there's one thing about that, because over here now it's winter, and it's kind of cold outside, and with the chemotherapy that I will have at some point, I really have to make sure that no germs, and that I will not get a cold. So at some point I will need things like hats and beanies And I don't even want wigs. Just give me a hat or a funny cap or a beanie or something. That's actually an idea. If you want to support me, buy me the cutest beanie. And I will be wearing it. I will be making a vlog of the cutest beanie that is being sent to me. So, but this will, I will only need them at the point that when I actually am bald, because it's certain that it will happen, but it's weird if I start like buying hats right now and then beanies and bandanas for my head right now while I still have my hair. So, yeah. So don't do that yet. But it would be a great way to support me if you want to. Yeah, what else? They told me about side effects and getting bald, and they actually told me that they didn't really know if they were supposed to have the surgery first or the chemotherapy first, because there is a huge risk of having surgery first, but there's also a huge risk on having chemo first. So I had like a lot of talks to different people, and this whole team of doctors and nurses will be having a meeting somewhere today or tomorrow, and they will be talking about what is best in my situation. And until they have decided, I have to stay home. So, because it's just unnecessary for me to stay at the hospital right now, which is great because I packed all my stuff yesterday, and we have been walking around through the whole hospital, and it's huge. It's a huge hospital with all of these heavy bags. Well, I didn't have to carry anything because I'm sick and I have no energy. And well, even walking is exhausting. So, but yeah, everybody else had to carry my stuff actually. All of those huge bags and all the heavy stuff. Yeah, so I saw multiple doctors, and actually what happened was that they told me this, and later on I had to do some more tests and more talking and more tests and more talking, and I spent like my whole afternoon there. Like pretty much my whole day. I got home at 4 p.m. and I arrived at 9 a.m. So I was pretty exhausted, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. As for the yeah, they did some tests, and actually what they found was that my ovaries and my uterus have in fact been infected by the cancer. What does this mean? It means that my ovaries are like 4 times the size of my uterus. So you can imagine that if you have like a uterus this big, and then 2 ovaries on top of that are like this big, and the uterus is being squashed between that, it's like not great. So they told me that they will have to remove both ovaries, which actually makes for me unable to have kids at all. Like, well, at least not for myself, because obviously the egg cells will be gone too, and they have to be removed, both of them. They just cannot be saved. They are now part of the tumor. And well, that as well, everybody thought if that would be a shock to her, because she's like so young and she might want kids on a later age when she gets older. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have enough vermin around my house. The only I don't like kids. I don't need them. It's nice for a while if they're being all happy and they're being nice, and for example, my nieces and my cousins, they're like super sweet, but I'm really happy when I can give them back to their parents. I really like to spend time with them, but go back I'm really happy when I can give them back to them, to the parents. And right now, I live in a house that is like, I have a school over there, and I have a school over there. So there's kids running around all the time, and it's super annoying. So I do not have a kid's wish. I do not want children at all. So I do not even care that they're gone. The only fact, it's just the fact that my ovaries and uterus will be gone, and you know, they're part of my organs still, and I still need those hormones, you know, because I need to be pretty. My hair needs to grow back and be pretty, you know. I want pretty hair when it grows back, and I will not cut it like this again because this is horrible. But yeah, I need pretty hair. I don't want it to just not grow back or grow back like I'm an 80-year-old woman or something. So I really need the hormones from my ovaries and my uterus. So yeah, since they have to be removed during the surgery, I eventually will get some kind of medication to like replace those hormones. Yeah, and that's actually it. I did some tests, and yeah, they're going to see what's going to happen. About the chemotherapy, they told me that I for certain have to do that. There's no way around it. The surgery might not even happen, but because of if the chemo goes first, the surgery might not even happen. So it's really weird all, and I do not really understand how doctors are thinking and all, but you know, I'm just trying to cope. I'm too tired for this, actually, but I'm trying to cope. I'm trying to handle it. What they told me was that I will, as soon as chemo starts, I have to be in the hospital 1 week each month. Meaning that I will be taken in one day, and then the next day they'll start chemo, which takes 5 days apparently to like, I will just have a tube attached to me for like 5 whole days. And the only thing I can think about is like, how do people sleep with this? And I don't even have it yet. How am I supposed to sleep with that? How am I supposed to walk around with that? You know, but I guess I will just see it. I will just see what's going on. And yeah, after that's done, I'll have to stay another day just to make sure that I'm fine. And then I can go home for 3 weeks and just rest. And I will not be allowed to have many visitors because the chemo will lower my immune system. Sorry. Thank you, Sprite.
You're welcome.
My immune system, and that means that a simple cold or like a fever can kill me. And we don't want that, right? So, yeah, other than that, it was just, yeah, that was it. They asked a lot of weird questions though, like, do you want to be reanimated when your heart stops during surgery? And I'm like, sure. I'm 22. I have my whole life in front of me, so why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I be wanting to be reanimated? Sure, just let my heart stop, and it's fine, you know. 22. What do you think, woman? Like, God. As for myself, right now I am just tired and scared again because, well, I have a lot of information and it took me so goddamn long to get all of this information and to process it. It's so overwhelming, and I just needed a moment, because during those talks I actually realized, like, in my head, I am not in a bad movie. This is not a dream. I really have this illness. And it just came in like a bomb. And really, I don't really, I might seem like I know how I must deal with this, and it might seem that that I know how to deal with this stuff, but actually the truth is that I am vlogging to you, not only for you to be aware of what's going on, but also so that I can do my story and tell you how I feel about this, because this is crazy. It really is crazy. You get, somebody pushes you into this roller coaster, even if you don't want to, and it has these scary loopings and all these flips, and you want to get off and you just can't, and they're holding you and they're making you do things you don't even want. Everybody is living its life, living your life for you, and you have no say about it. You have no say about anything. You're not allowed to say what you're going to do. You're not allowed to say when. You're not even allowed to say when you sleep, when you eat, what you eat, how much you sleep. You are not allowed to do anything. And it's just, I get really emotional very fast, and actually I'm using my humor, and I'm trying to be funny, because that's my strength. I'm being funny mostly for myself. I want to make myself laugh by making others laugh. So if somebody around me hears a joke from me about what's going on here, and they laugh, I laugh too, and that feels great, because I really need to. I really need it. I really need that kind of support. I really need the laughter. And I always thought, I want you to think about the people that you care about, and the people that you might not often see, or not often tell them that you love them, because things like these happen to anyone. If you're watching this and you think that will not happen to me, that's what I thought too. I thought the exact same thing. I thought, I'm 22, this would not happen to me, because cancer is like an old man thing. Only old people get this, or what, people with a very, very hectic lifestyle, like if you smoke a lot or drink a lot, then you get cancer. And I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do, besides being a furry and fursuiting, I do not do crazy things. I do not go out, I do not do weird things, I don't even drive. I'm just trying to live a normal life, and I get this, and it's so incredibly unfair, and it's just so hard to deal with it, because you feel very hopeless, and like you don't have control of your own life anymore. You do not have control. It just happens, and you're like, why me? Why me? And I noticed that the people around me that I do know, but that I normally do not talk a lot with, they are suddenly, now that they know this news, they are suddenly, giving me a lot of attention. They want to be with me. They want to be around me. They want to come and visit me. They want to support me. And I'm like, why didn't you do that before? Because right now I just can't have you around. Because, I need to rest. If I have too many people around me, it will just make me exhausted, and it will only get worse. I will only feel worse, and the sickness will get worse at some point. And this is exactly what I mean. If you want to be with your friends, just make time for them. Go to see them. At least let them know how you feel and that you love them and that you think about them. Just,
Right.
just make sure that you do that, because, like I said, it came out of the blue. Like, I went to the hospital for a flu that just didn't go away, and I came back with cancer. You never expect it. We never expect this. Nobody expects this. And yeah, nobody expected this. And I just want you to know and think about this. It can happen to anyone. It happened to me, and I thought it would never happen to me. Excuse me, guys. I'm just really really emotional about this. Like I said, I don't know really what to say right now, so I might just stop this vlog and well, I will be called tomorrow morning. Sorry, excuse me. Correction. I will be called tomorrow evening with more information on what's going to happen. They will tell me what goes first, if I have to undergo surgery first or have chemotherapy first. And once I have this information, I will call you back, and I will make a new vlog with new information. And yeah, I guess that was it for today. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Feel free to contact us through our social media pages that I have shared in the description. If you want to show any kind of support, you can leave a message. If you need my address for anything, or just ask, and we will send it to you through a personal message. The only thing that I do ask is that if you live in the Netherlands, and even if you don't live in the Netherlands, don't just drop by, please. Don't do that. I really need my rest, and it's really dangerous for you to just drop by and without me expecting. It's not dangerous for you, but it could be dangerous for me, because I'm just really, I might not look like it yet, but I'm really ill. So that was it, and I hope I hope this video was informational and that you enjoyed watching it. So I will see you in my next vlog. Bye, guys.